Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about drums today. A lot of times you'll see producers trying to do just a lot with the drums, and I'm just wanting to show you how easy and simple it is to make drums and how far just a simple drum pattern can take you. What we're working with today is going to be a loop that I've already made, but we're going to add some drums to it and kind of go from there. So as you can see here, I have this pattern already laid out, and I'll let you hear it real quick. It's actually pretty dope if I do say so myself. Now, this is a sample or a loop that will be available in my next sample pack that drops, and it's going to be just a whole bunch of sample loops, but that's still in the process of being made. I just wanted you to know that this will be available. But the drums that we're going to be using, like always, is going to be coming from my Jooce box kit. We're going to start out with the clap. The clap is probably like the easiest thing to start out with, just to kind of get that bounce and that feel for the rhythm. So let's go ahead and create a new pattern down here at the bottom. Let's go clap here, and let's drag that into our playlist. So let's find the clap. We'll go. I think I want to go with this one. Let's go ahead and go into the channel rack. I'm going to put it over here on this screen, and then we're going to actually just make it to the step, and then we'll just drop in our claps where we want them to go. And just with those two, we could just go from here and go back into our playlist, or our piano roll, I'm sorry, and then just copy that over. So we'll highlight that entire thing, Control and B. Forget all of that. Go here and highlight them all, hit Alt, turn them all the way up. And we can go ahead and send that clap to the next track on the mixer channel. And now we can just go ahead and bring it down some. It's a little loud. And an easy, simple way to add bounce to this is where you place your next hit. So right now we just got a straight on 3. But we can add some more bounce to it if we did something like this. Add one there. And that's easy, simple. All we did, and now I'm just gonna copy this whole thing over, A, then B. And we'll remove it from here. So it's not completely repetitive over and over every single time, just to make it a little different. Next thing I wanna add to this is going to be a counter snare. This one sounds good. And we'll basically go from here on the clap, and we'll just copy it. So Control C, then go to the snare, and we'll hit Control V, and it lays it down, not where it's supposed to go, lay it down like this. And then we'll just kind of, I'm thinking maybe we'll take that hit out of the snare or out of the clap here and just leave it for the snare. Go into our mixer. We'll have to do a little mix. So all I did was just bring it down some, and now I'm gonna grab an EQ, and I'm gonna cut out some of the lows that are in that snare, so it's not clashing with that low end. Kind of bring out the presence here. And with that snare, I kind of want to add a reverb to it. So I'm going to add one on it now. I'm going to do reverb, Fruity Reverb 2. I'm going to cut this all the way up, cut this down, and bring this damp down. And this is just a starting point. And what I'll do on my mixer is I'll bring the mixer all the way down on the reverb here. Let's try to make the size a little smaller, and the diffusion a little smaller as well. And now I'll just blend that reverb into the snare. Next thing I want to do is add a hi-hat. So let's find us a good closed hi-hat. One of my favorites is this one. And now all we're gonna do is real simple with this, and we're just gonna we're gonna right click on it and we're gonna hit fill each 4 steps, and then we're gonna go inside the actual piano roll here. And then right now this is what it sounds like. But we're gonna, since we got those highlighted now, we're gonna hit shift and we're gonna move them over, and then alt and scroll down to kind of give them a different volume, velocity. I wanna hit alt R to randomize the velocities even more. And it's just this is gonna kind of give it that real feel. Another thing that I want to do is I'm gonna open up this sample here, and I'm gonna go to this little tool, wrench tool, and then we're gonna shift this a little bit, not too much, but this is gonna kind of give it a little offbeat, not too far offbeat, but it's gonna sound more realistic. And this is what it sounds like now. And of course, that's really loud. So let's go ahead and go into our mixer and let's just kind of bring them down. Well, actually, first bring them full volume here, and then we'll bring them down on our mixer. And right now, we're not going to do any tricks with the hi-hat yet, no rolls or anything yet, because before I do that, I want to add my open hi-hat. Depending on where I have my open hi-hat is going to basically play into where I put any rolls or any tricks with the closed hi-hat. So I'll go to my open hi-hat. We'll probably choose open hi-hat 9. And now what we got to do is, when we look at this closed hi-hat, it says 9 by 9, cut 9 by 9. We want to go into our open hi-hat and do the same thing, but we're going to go cut 10 by 9. Now, all that means is whenever the open hi-hat and the closed hi-hat play at the same time, or the closed hi-hat plays after the open hi-hat, it's going to make it sound like you're closing the hi-hat. It's going to shorten the open hi-hat hit into the shorter one. So I'll give you an example of what that's going to sound like once I lay some of these down here. So for instance, if I put one here, the first hit of this one is also a first hit on the other hi-hat, so it won't do the same effect. If I take this piece out and then play it, this hit here is going to shorten the hit that is in the open hi-hat. Right? And we'll do a few more of those. Put one here. Put one here. And then we'll just go into our closed hi-hat and we'll just remove those that we just put in there. So remove that one right here. And now it's going to sound like those hi-hats are being closed once the next hit happens. We'll go A, B, so we'll highlight that, hit B, and then same thing for our open hi-hat, highlight that, control B, and now we got the same pattern over again. Let's go ahead and go back to our closed hi-hat, and let's kind of add a couple of rolls or whatnot in here. So let's see where we can put some at. We'll put one here, but what we'll do with this one, we'll highlight it, drag it out from the end here. We're going to hit Alt U, and it's going to give us this roll, piano roll chopper, and we'll use that. And then let's kind of maybe something like this and see what we get. All right, and then let's just go ahead and bring that down a few. Put another one here. Maybe a here and a hit maybe here. Let's see. Yeah. Easy peasy, easy work, right? So I already have a bass playing in this instrumental, so I'm not going to add an 808. Although you could replace the bass with the 808, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a kick to it. So I'm going to go here to my kicks, and I'm going to find a kick. One of my favorite kicks is going to be that kick 9, Jooce Box kick 9. I think it'll go very well with this. So what we want to do is, though, we want to go into the bass because we want the same hits as the bass. So I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to Control C. And then let's go into our pattern here. And we're going to hit Control V. And we need to move it on the beat. And then we're going to hit Alt K. Then we're going to hit Shift D. And this is how we get it to be the short hits like they are. And now we just... Now, this is a kick pattern that's going to follow the actual bass, but it sounds a little generic or a little too generic, so I kind of want to change some things up on it. And so that's what I'm going to do, just take some of these hits out and add some other hits. So let's go. Maybe put one here. Something like that. Cut those up. And we'll go 2 hits here, so and this was a slide note in the bass, so I'm going to change it to make it an actual hit. Maybe put another hit here, so. And then we can add some percussion and whatnot. Now, the percussion that I have in my Jooce box kit is a little bit different. I made a lot of these percussion hits and stabs from a cough. One of my friends and I got a video that shows how I do that. I'll put that in here in the video if you want to check that out. But one of my friends, we were on the phone and she was coughing and I was just recording her cough, and I made a lot of these sounds from that cough. So I'm going to use some of these. And with the percussion, now sometimes I like to do my percussion first, but with this one I'm not going to do too much with it because, once again, like I said, I want to keep this simple, I want to keep it kind of plain, but want it to really hit hard. So we're just going to grab a few of them and see where we can go with there. I'm gonna go something like, maybe cut that down. Don't want it to hit too hard. I think I just want it there. So. And copy that. Now with the percussion, you kind of want to pan it. I'm going to pan that a little bit. So I'm going to bring it down some. I'm going to pan this to the left a little bit. And what I want to do is I also want to throw on some delay on that. So I'm going to go delay 2. And we're just going to add that in here. So, something like that. Something like that. And even do a little offset for it. And then let's blend it in. Yeah. We'll add, let's see, another percussion. I like that. Yeah. We'll go ahead and pan it to the right. Panning is a very important thing because it kind of gives your beat some space. It doesn't put everything straight down the middle. You'll see with a lot of the melodies here, I got them panned out, but I also pan out some of my percussion as well, so it gives you that open space feel or that theatrical feel as well. And we're just going to throw a couple of hits in here. So something like that. Yeah, we'll bring another one in, but put it in real low. Something like that here. Maybe take that one out. I don't know about that. I don't know about where those are placed. Let's try a different placement of them. So something like here. Yeah. And we'll just do that one hit. We'll just do that one hit and we'll just repeat it. So A, B, that. Next thing I want to do is I want to go into, well, I'm going to turn that down on the mixer. And I'm going to add some reverb to it as well. And honestly, I don't think that needs anything else to go with it. You can add more to it if you like, but like I said, we'll keep it simple. So now that we got that all done, we'll go over here, we'll split it up by channel. But after that, you can lay your song out. You know, right now everything's playing at once, but you can arrange your song and whatnot with that. And then, you know, I do a little mixing on the way, but you can mix it on the way or you can mix it afterwards. I'm going to definitely give it another mix, but in the next video, I'm actually going to arrange this track for you, and then I'll give it a mix in that video so you can see what it's like to mix or to arrange and mix a beat like this. But that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get this drum kit Jooce box, it is out now and there will be a link in the description. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.